the struggles of two different paths. David and Sarah are a young couple from different worlds. David was raised in a strict Christian household, where faith was at the center of everything. Sarah grew up in a more liberal home, where individuality and freedom of choice were emphasized. I just don't get it, Sarah. My parents never questioned these things. We should be going to church every Sunday, not discussing whether it's necessary.
David, it's not that I don't respect your beliefs, but I see the world differently. My family didn't grow up with the same traditions. We talked about this before we got married, didn't we?
We did, but I thought marriage would bring us together. Now it feels like we're pulling in different directions.
I feel the same way. But it's more about understanding than forcing our beliefs on each other.
Hope we get along soon. Remember, we are visiting my parents tomorrow.
Sure. It's so wonderful to have both of you here. We don't get to see you too often enough.
Yeah, Mom, it's been a while. Work's been keeping us busy. We understand, son. But, you know, it would be nice to have some other things keeping you busy. Like grandkids, maybe?
So, Sarah, when are we going to hear the pitter-patter of little feet around here? Well, we're not really in a rush right now. We've got a lot going on. We're still figuring that out. We both have careers to focus on. Oh, honey, no one's ever really ready. But it's so important to start early, you know. Time doesn't wait.
Mom, maybe we should. You're both not getting any younger. It would be a shame to wait too long. In our day, family came first. Careers were important, but they never got in the way of starting a family.
With all due respect, when and if we decide to have children is our decision. I don't think it's fair to keep pressuring us about it. Oh, Sarah, we're not pressuring you. We're just curious. You're part of the family now, and we're just excited for the future.
Mom, Dad, can we just drop it? The room goes silent for a moment. The tension is thick, and Sarah is visibly upset. David's parents exchange uncomfortable glances. All right. We didn't mean to upset anyone.
I know. But this is something we'll handle in our own time. Please, understand that.
David remains quiet, torn between his wife's anger and his parents' concerns. The tension lingers as the conversation drifts to another topic, but the awkwardness remains in the air. My parents are right, Sarah. We should be thinking about having kids. Why do you always have to push back?
Because I'm not ready, David. And it feels like you're not listening to me anymore. It's always what your parents want, what your church wants, what about what we want?
It's not just about them, Sarah. I want kids too. Don't you ever think about what it would be like? A family of our own.
You're not the only one who gets to decide. My body, my career, everything changes if we have kids. Why can't you see that?
You're making this into a me versus you thing. And that's not what it's about. We're supposed to be a team, but right now, I feel like we're completely disconnected. Their arguments have become more frequent, fueled by unresolved tensions over having kids, career, and religion. Communication breaks down. So, they went to see their pastor. David. Sarah. I can see this has been weighing heavily on both of you. David, why don't you start? What's been going on? We've been fighting a lot, Pastor. Mainly about having kids. I really want to start a family, and I feel like time is slipping away. My parents are expectant. And I want that too. And Sarah, what's your perspective?
I just don't feel ready, Pastor. I love David, but having kids right now feels like giving up so much of myself. I'm still figuring out my career, and honestly, the thought of having a baby right now is overwhelming.
It sounds like you're both feeling a lot of pressure, but from different places. David, your desire for children is valid, as is the weight you're feeling from family expectations. But Sarah, your concerns are equally important. Becoming parents is life-changing, and you want to make sure it's the right decision for you both. That's right, sir. I thought we'd be in a different place by now. I didn't expect us to keep pushing this conversation down the road.
And I didn't expect to feel so unsure about it when we got to this point.
It's clear you both love each other, but you've let your differences define your relationship. Let's turn to scripture. Amos 3:3 says, "Do two walk together unless they have agreed to do so?" You have to find common ground. It seems to me that this isn't just about children. There are deeper issues here, about communication, about support, and maybe even about trust.
I agree, Pastor, and I don't want to lose us, but I feel like we're speaking two different languages.
The next step is for both of you to work on that understanding, before making any decisions. This journey needs to be taken together, not apart. Also, you have to ask God to guide you on this. As Christians, we believe God has a plan. Okay? Thank you, sir. I've been thinking about what the pastor said. Maybe I haven't been listening to you enough. We need to find a way to respect both our backgrounds.
Maybe I've been pushing back too hard. We're in this together. We'll figure out how to blend our lives without losing ourselves.
Yay. I think we can try to communicate better. I love you.
I love you too.
Marriage thrives on communication, compromise, and respecting each other's backgrounds. David and Sarah learned that walking together in unity doesn't mean being the same, but agreeing to understand and support each other. Thank you for watching till end. Kindly hit the subscribe button if you have not done so. God bless you.